Hey, welcome! Today we're painting a slow, cold, cozy morning, and I hope wherever you're watching from, you're warm. So the first thing I'm doing is laying down in a lemon yellow underpainting. So this is going to warm up the whole painting underneath, even where you can't fully see it later. But it kind of glows up through. So I'm painting with gouache, and if you've never tried it, the simplest way I can describe it is watercolor, but opaque. So unlike traditional watercolor where the white of the paper does a lot of work, with gouache you can actually paint light on top of dark. So you can go back in, you can fix things if you change your mind. That's honestly such a big deal when you're painting something like this, a scene with a lot of different values, a lot of soft light. This medium gives you that control without making you feel like every stroke is permanent. It also dries really fast. The finish is matte, it photographs beautifully, and it has the kind of quiet illustration feel to it. And while it's still wet, it blends so softly, perfect for all this hazy morning light we're building right now. I'm using HIMI. I purchased this 48 color set, and honestly it's such a good set, especially if you are starting out or you just want something reliable without spending a lot. The paints come in these little jelly cups. They're well pigmented, the colors are consistent, and if they dry out a little between sessions, just a little drop of water brings them right back. Oh, and the set actually comes with brushes, so you really don't need anything else to get started. So just open the box and you're ready. That's it. You know, this painting came from real memory. In January 2021, Madrid was hit by Storm Filomena. It was one of the biggest snowstorms the region had seen in a really long time. Everything just stopped. Roads were buried, people couldn't leave. The whole region was frozen in place for days. And it was a lot. But inside all of that chaos, there were small, quiet moments. And I always wanted to paint something inspired by that. Not the storm itself, but the stillness it forced. The way it made everything slow down, whether you wanted it to or not. So this scene, it's actually not a real place, it's imagined. It's a morning I wished I could have had during Filomena, looking out at ice-covered branches, watching the sun try to come up with a hot coffee right there, and no reason to rush. Now we're getting to my favorite part of the whole scene, the coffee. It's a ceramic cup on a little coaster, a French press, still half full, and a teaspoon just resting beside it. Nothing fancy, just a good morning cup. I think that's really what this whole painting is trying to say actually. We live in this constant rush, always waiting for the next thing. And in winter especially, it's so easy to just check out, to spend the whole season waiting for it to be over. But there's so much beauty sitting right there in the cold, like a cup of coffee that's still hot, the sun coming up even on a freezing morning, maybe slow, maybe just barely, but it comes. The quiet, the stillness. These are small things, but I think small things are kind of everything. And now our little companion, a black and white cat, just sitting there by the window, completely unbothered by the cold, watching the sunrise like it's his whole job. I want to mention something here because I actually never used black in this cat, not once. So the darkest tones are pale violet mixed with ochre. The mid values are a light blue with just a touch of gray. And the highlights are white, that's it. And I think that's one of the things I love most about gouache and painting in general, honestly. What looks black across the room is actually violet and ochre up close, and what looks white has blue in it. Everything is richer than it first appears. Shadows are what make everything feel real, feel grounded, like it's actually all sitting there in the morning light. Just the final touches now, little things, edges, lights. And there she is. If this resonated with you, if you love slow mornings or gouache, or cats sitting by cold windows, I'd love for you to stay, subscribe, leave a comment, show me your cozy paintings. Take care of yourself. See you in the next one.